I did get a chance to get Batman, man. We'll talk about it. We'll talk
Okay,
about
well,
it.
yeah, I mean that's first up, man. That's the first topic of the day. Let me go ahead and bring up the little topic. Okay, so the Batman just dropped. I went to see it. You went to see it. So and right away, right off the bat, we got some like really big news from the box office. Robert Pattinson's The Batman bites off 21.6 million in previews. So this is the previews from like Thursday night, and
Right,
it's what's that?
right.
So
I was
it
one of
says
those.
here
I was
that the
one of those.
Batman took flight at the domestic box office with 21.6 million in previews for the movie. It's a $200 million movie, and it's right behind No Way Home. At least from the pandemic era. So No Way Home right here, you see it did 50 million. Black Widow took in 13.2 million during this time. So it was a big, huge movie. A lot of people went to see it. There's lots of reviews out. My review is up as well. You can go ahead and check that out on the channel. But T, what did you think about the movie? Give me your impressions. I gave mine on my review. Now it's time for you to give yours. So go ahead.
What did I say about the? What did I tell you? What was the first thing I text you about the movie? An hour in,
You said it was boring.
it was boring. It was boring. The first
Wow.
hour was boring. Then I
Okay.
stayed, and the rest was interesting, but it was a boring, boring, boring movie. Um, I like Paul
Wow.
Dano. The Penguin was great. Um, I got an emo Batman. An emo Batman. What I get, I got a reluctant Batman. You know what I mean? Who just, I mean,
You know what I liked, and I get that a lot of people are making, a lot of people are saying that they didn't know how to feel about this Batman. But this is a Batman like I think in like a year or two, he's still kind of getting his feet wet. He's not 100% certain that he's even doing the right thing. He's just out there saying, "I got to do something, so let me just put this costume on. Let me get out there and catch some criminals, punch them out, do that kind of thing." And yeah, so you get this like kind
stop,
of tortured
stop it,
soul.
stop it. No, this is
I'm
not
just
good
being honest,
review
T. This is
again.
how I see
This
it.
is not
Go
good
ahead, man.
review again. They can go to the review and see what you want. You asked me how I felt about it. It's a terrible movie. It wasn't that good. It
Okay,
was
so
boring. It
go
was boring.
deep.
And you know what scene I'm mad about too. I told you, and I said, God dang it, they did it, and I didn't like it. And I'm not. This is no spoilers. I'm just saying there's a scene in there that the movie was going to be okay, but they had to try me. They had to get me revved up. And this movie, this is another reason why you should be going back to the big guy who does it all and stop playing around. You need to do what's right for Cold Blue. And this is I like, don't get me wrong, man. Look, he's over here. He's over here. I like him. That's Batman Joker thing. This
Okay.
movie was not this movie was trying to be something that it wasn't. And I can appreciate the artistic nature of it. If I wasn't a fan of detective comics, I would say, oh man, I don't understand. Great story. This movie has a great story. It's everything is good about this movie except for Batman. There's one scene that you already have seen in the preview that pretty much makes the movie at a pivotal point. But he's like an afterthought. He's emo. He takes off his shirt, man. He does not look like a man. He looks like a boy, a Twilight guy. Man, he could have put on 25 pounds of muscle, dude, because that's what this movie needs. This needs 25 pounds of flesh to be a man's movie. I did not like this. You know what this was?
What's
This
that?
was lazy writing. This is a lazy Batman.
Wow.
Lazy. Ugh.
Okay. All right.
This
Is there
this
anything you
ugh.
liked about the movie?
I like that it's over.
It's short and sweet, huh? Okay. All right. Well, yeah, like T said, my review is up. I actually enjoyed it. I think there's a lot to be, said about Batman as the character. I think, there's different iterations. And for me, I hear what you're saying in regards to, um, you know, the physicality of the character. And that's why I said it feels like still an early young Batman, not necessarily the older, in his 30s and 40s Batman that's kind of been around the block a few times. I don't get that from the way that Robert Pattinson played this character out. What did you think about the villains?
Excellent. Hold on. He's an excellent actor. Do not when guys, this is a he's an excellent actor. It just
Mm-hmm.
is it's you have to be mindful that this is a true detective comic book. This is what DC can be. I had just a personal thing with the portrayal of Batman. And I get it. It's mystery. It's intrigue.
Right.
I thought the villains, to answer your question, I thought the villains were great. The villains, I'm saying this for over 10 years. The villains are where it's at. The villains are where
Yeah.
DC has the best villains, and they delivered. They deliver without any superpowers or just pure cunning villains. And I love how the villains work together and they got their own slice of the pie and they do their own thing. And there's a pecking order of sorts, but it's all to like get this prize that's unknown. And he's got the best rogues gallery in all of villainy. I mean, it's just the villains in this movie make the movie to me. To me. So
Okay.
if you want to ask me, go back to your other question. The best part were the villains.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah, that's T's impression. That was my impression as well on my review. Go ahead and jump down in the comments. Let us know what you think about the Batman. Have you seen it yet? If you did
Yep.
see it, did you like it? Did you not like it? What would you have done to maybe improve upon the movie, or did you just enjoy it the way it was? Yeah, definitely jump down in the comments. Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
All right, T. Let's move on to the next.